I can't believe I asked how good were Inter, because they were absolutely incredible in this game. They were whooping our asses in that first half, and we are honestly lucky to have been able to come out of that game with a positive result. Of course, all merit and credit goes to Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, and Arturo Vidal, because they were the instrumentals, heroes of this comeback. But in all honesty, Inter Milan could have easily scored 3 pastas in that first 45 minutes. So we must be careful in the way that we dissect this game, because as much respect as we must show to Inter, to the good things that we did, we must also show a lot of respect to the bad things that Barcelona produced in this game. And now, before starting off this video, you definitely know what comes next, and it's time to talk about Golazo Jersey. They sell quality, accessible footballing kits of your favorite footballing teams. And did I mention that they got the retro ones as well? You know, the infamous half-half of Barcelona, that's the one that I got. They sent me 3 samples to try, feel, and compare, and I honestly can tell you that they feel really good. So if you decide to go with them, you will not be wasting your time. So quickly, I want to mention 2 decisions that came with the starting 11, and the first of those is Lionel Messi starting. A Lionel Messi which was just a huge gamble. At the end of the game, you can say that it was a positive decision from Ernesto Valverde, a risk that he took, but it paid off because he got, of course, the assist for the second goal, and he was influential throughout the 90 minutes. But more especially because I want to say that he looked like he was kind of getting back into match sharpness, which is something very positive now we think about our next rival in La Liga, which is going to be Sevilla. But well, now in the very first half, it couldn't have started any worse for Barcelona, because just 3 minutes in, guys, 3 minutes in, the ball bounced in the midfield. The defenders were all outside of position, and it was Lautaro Martinez who found himself in front of Marc-André ter Stegen, and with an amazing composure on the ball to battle out against our center back, he was able to score the very first goal, which was a huge mountain to climb for us. But that is something which we must resolve. This could easily go by as a lucky kind of rebound onto Lautaro Martinez, but I think it's something more precise. Barcelona don't have the concentration of the usual self. When we start off a game, we always look shut down, and we cannot afford to do that. We've always been looking out of the intensity. I said the very same thing last year in the Champions League as well, so this is a mistake that we've been constantly repeating, and it seems that it's just a trademark of a Valverde team. To try and face this, Barcelona needed to look for the creativity that wasn't coming from the midfield. But Antonio Conte, being the very smart manager that he is, he also counteracts all the different options that Barcelona could have gone with, and those were the fullbacks. Of course, we didn't have a natural left back, which in itself was already a huge detriment to our attack. But even so, I mentioned, for instance, I would have started D'Ambrosio, but Conte went with Antonio Candreva, and that proved to be very good as Inter constantly pushed through the right hand side, actually having 40% of the attack going through that flank and really keeping Nelson Semedo worried. With 3 more chances from Lautaro Martinez and all of them being saved by Marc-André ter Stegen, the German goalkeeper really kept us in that first half. And with that, we wrapped up probably the worst 45 minutes I've seen of Barcelona in recent history. For the second half, I gotta say that I wasn't positive at all. I thought that Barcelona were gonna continue like they were, but thankfully, and I say thankfully, but that's honestly his work, Ernesto Valverde did the substitution that we needed, and that was Arturo Vidal for Sergio Busquets. The team became so more attacking, so more intense. Vidal made such a big impact, and of course his assist to Luis Suarez that made it all square. And what a volley from El Pistolero Uruguayo Luis Suarez. That is what he has. He can be, you know, just like lumping around the field for 90 minutes, but in the minute 91 he's gonna put an amazing acrobatic volley like that into the back of the net. And I think that if I was in Valverde's position, that may be something that really makes my decision difficult to whether I should bench him or not. I'm not excusing him for his bad performances, but today he did in fact kept us in the game. After that, Barcelona really grew so much more, with Arturo Vidal continuing to put in those work rate that we are lacking so much in the midfield. And I am very happy for this, and I want Arturo Vidal to continue to be playing in the side because he gives us so much. The legs, all the legs that we're missing, he's got them. You break your leg, he has a pair right for you. That's exactly what Arturo Vidal does. De Jong and Artur looks both so much better playing kind of like that 4-2-3-1 where they can just sit next to each other and control the game. This could be the new direction Barcelona are taking, and I'm not against it because we looked not necessarily fabulous, but we looked competitive. I cannot believe this is where we need to get, but we looked competitive, guys. We looked like we were gonna be back in the game. So very positive from Barcelona to do so. And then we saw the introduction of Ousmane Dembele to make his second return from injury this season with a second half cameo that looks so much better, so much productive than his fellow Frenchman Antoine Griezmann. With 20 minutes to go, I thought Barcelona were right in there and were searching for the winner. And with 5 minutes to go, then the winner came. Messi went one-on-one with his runs and destroyed absolutely everyone in that Inter midfield. When you see this guy play, you can't just tell that he's the best in the world. And he found Suarez at the edge of the box with an amazing touch to get past his other fellow comrade Diego Godin and scored the second with a great finish. Inter then threw everyone forward looking for the equalizer, but the final whistle eventually came to a terrible performance from Barcelona, but good enough to show the reaction to get back in there. We were totally outcoached, outclassed, we have more talent, and that's why we won. It's simple. So in terms of individual performances now, we have to talk about, first of all, Arturo Vidal, because he was the key to win this game. It's the third time I'm mentioning in today's video, but I cannot stress this enough. This guy has to continue playing every single game, and I think that this could be a moment pivotal in Barcelona's season where we change up, perhaps not playing a 4-3-3, but try to play a 4-1-2-1-2, you know, having someone like Arturo Vidal and Artur in front of De Jong, and if you want De Jong and Arthur at the base of midfield with Arturo Vidal further forward, and then Griezmann, Messi and Suarez, have something going like that. But well, following this, I mentioned a player right now, and that is Antoine Griezmann as well. This is the second player that I wanted to talk in this video because he wasn't good at all, and I don't think it is his fault. I think that once again, similar to Coutinho, he's being played out of position. Barcelona are always talking about the 4-3-3, and the 4-3-3 is an amazing formation. But what makes us Barcelona is not necessarily that. It's not the numbers that we put on the paper, are not the little images that display on your football app just right before the game starts. What makes Barcelona is the way and style of play. We can be playing another formation with two strikers up top, Suarez and Griezmann, Messi in behind them, Arturo Vidal through the left of the midfield, through the right we got Frankie de Jong or Artur, and then the other one at the base, at the CDM. We can have that and it can work, and we can still be Barcelona without playing a 4-3-3. It is something that I just want to throw out there, but Antoine Griezmann is being wasted in that formation, and like I said, I'm gonna be doing a video more on him because it's just not good enough that we're wasting these players, because right now it seems that Barcelona are just buying and they don't know who they're actually getting for their teams. So overall, you already know what I think, and Barcelona were lucky to come out with the 3 points in this one, but we must take these games and build on it, because what we've been doing recently of late is just getting the win and forgetting about it. When we scored that goal, I saw Ernesto Valverde celebrate like there was no tomorrow, something that I haven't seen in him for a very long time. I don't know if it's because he feels the pressure that his job is being on the line, or because he's just a massive Barcelona fan, which I doubt. He needs to learn. He needs to learn that it's time to change. He needs to learn that we have to fix some things. And he has seen the solutions in this game with Arturo Vidal playing, with Antoine Griezmann being substituted if needed, Dembele being introduced. He has seen different things about how to adapt this team, so he needs to start implementing that, because overall the players can put on a great performance, but you have to lay the foundations for them to do so. So Ernesto Valverde, time to get back in the work. Just because you get a result doesn't mean it's the best thing ever. You need to continue to work hard because the season is just starting. Honestly, I'll tell you this, I thought Barcelona were not gonna make it out of the group stages. That's how I felt in the very first half, and that is not a feeling I should have ever as a Barcelona fan. Hopefully guys, you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.